Our Bible reading today is Luke chapter 4, verses 1 to 13. Jesus, full of the Holy Spirit, left the Jordan and was led by the Spirit into the wilderness, where for 40 days he was tempted by the devil. He ate nothing during those days, and at the end of them he was hungry. The devil said to him, "If you are the Son of God, tell this stone to become bread." Jesus answered, "It is written, man shall not live on bread alone." The devil led him up to a high place and showed him in an instant all the kingdoms of the world. And he said to him, "I will give you all their authority and splendor. It has been given to me, and I can give it to anyone I want to. If you worship me, it will all be yours." Jesus answered, "It is written, worship the Lord your God and serve him only." The devil led him to Jerusalem and had him stand on the highest point of the temple. "If you are the Son of God," he said, "throw yourself down from here. For it is written, he will command his angels concerning you, to guard you carefully. They will lift you up in their hands, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone." Jesus answered, "It is said, do not put the Lord your God to the test." When the devil had finished all this tempting, he left him until an opportune time. Well, this passage is all about how Jesus is qualified to deal with sin, so we can be confident in him. Last time we remembered that Adam, the first man, disobeyed God and rebelled against him as he listened to Satan's lie. Satan's lie was that Adam would be better off without God, and so he should do his own thing, go his own way. And so Adam said, yeah, I'll rebel against God, I'll do my own thing. And death and devastation and destruction came as a result. Well, what would Jesus do as Satan tries to tempt Jesus to do sin? Well, Jesus, he's been in the wilderness for 40 days. He's hungry because he's been fasting. Now the Spirit had led him there to do that, and so Jesus has been following his Father's will, doing what is good and right. But the devil knows that Jesus is hungry, and so he tries to get Jesus to selfishly look out for his own needs, mistrusting his Father. He says to Jesus, look, turn this stone into bread. Look out for your own needs. Your Father doesn't really care about you, bring you out here. It's essentially the temptation which he brings to us too, and which means that we often fall into sin, where when we turn to greed, when we get more and more stuff for ourselves, it's us thinking, actually, yeah, I want more things for myself. I don't have enough. I want more for me. Or when we're jealous, when we see people having other things that we want, we think, I want that thing too. Satan has tempted us to think we deserve better, and we thought, yeah, I do. And so we've willingly gone into that sin. Or when we're feeling hard done by and really sour inside because, well, we haven't got what we think we deserve. Again, we're falling into this sin of selfishness. Well, what would Jesus do? Well, what did he do? He said, man shall not live by bread alone. He said, there's something even more important which I need to focus on, which is my Father. He's focusing on doing his Father's will. That's more important. He said, I'm not going to put my own needs first. I'm following my Father's will. So Jesus doesn't give in to that sin, which we keep on falling into, but he doesn't. Satan tries two other temptations. I'll just mention one of them. One is that he takes Jesus up to a high place where he can see all the kingdoms of the world, and he says, Jesus, all this can be yours with authority and splendor. If only, Jesus, you'll worship Satan. Essentially, that's have power and authority and splendor through an easy route without having to go to the cross, which is in contrast with what Jesus has as his mission on earth, which his Father has given him. His Father has given him the mission to save and rescue us, his people. And so Jesus would need to go to the cross to die and then receive glory and honour and be exalted afterwards. But that's hard. So Satan is essentially saying, well, your Father's way is hard. Why not come my way? It's easy. Essentially, that's the temptation we face when we're faced with the opportunity to do good, but because it's hard, we think, actually, no, I won't do that. And so we give in. We give in to the sin of not doing the right thing, all because it's, well, too hard for us. Because, well, we think, actually, I don't really want to do that, or don't want to go through the effort of that. I want to go the easy way. Well, what does Jesus do? He doesn't give in. He says, no, worship the Lord your God and serve him only. Jesus won't give in to that temptation to take the easy route. He goes his Father's way, even though that's going to be hard. So he does the right thing, even though it's hard. And so Jesus doesn't get defeated by Satan. Rather, Jesus is able to defeat Satan. Satan leaves him at this point. He does come back later, but Jesus ultimately triumphs over Satan at the cross. So we can be confident that because Jesus didn't give in to sin then, nor afterwards, that he is perfect, and that he really is able to defeat Satan, to defeat darkness, and to rescue us from sin, so that we can now then live a life for God and be brought near to him. We can be confident in Jesus to rescue us.